So making this small tweak to your training can make teaching a new cue much easier. There's a saying in the dog training world, don't label it until you love it. And what this means is that you shouldn't add a verbal cue like sit or stay until your dog is able to consistently perform the behaviour you want. For example, if you wanted to teach a rollover, you shouldn't start saying the cue roll over until your dog can complete a full roll. A really common mistake is to rush to add a verbal cue too early in the training process. This is confusing for the dog and it weakens the cue later on. Here's what you should do instead. Start by breaking down the behaviour into tiny steps, then practice luring the dog into these positions without verbal cues. For rollover, you might start with luring them into a down, then to turn the head slightly, then moving the head further until they eventually do a 360 roll. Only once you know they can follow the treat consistently into the final position would you start saying roll over just before they do it. This ensures that the cue is associated with rolling over and not just tilting the head or going into a down or nothing at all. After some practice, you can start to phase out the treat lure by replacing it with a hand signal that looks somewhat similar, while also saying your verbal cue. Eventually, you can fade out the hand signal entirely and just say the verbal cue if that's what you want, although there's nothing wrong with using both too. Follow me for more training tips like this.